Well, good evening, my fellow Americans. I just finished watching the JV Republican debate with Pataki and Graham and Santorum and Bobby Jindal. I'm sure we're going to hear more of the same tonight. One of the things that they really talked about was corporate tax, lowering it. And again, I'm sure tonight's debate with the big wigs of the candidates will be talking the same thing about lowering the corporate tax. But one thing I'm not sure if everybody remembers, I think they're all taking a page from Governor Palin's playbook from a speech that she did in Indianola, Iowa back in 2011. That was right before she decided not to run for president in 2012. Governor Palin talked extensively, that was part of her 5-point plan about lowering the corporate tax. And everybody that's talking about this, I'm sure they're not going to do it if they do win the presidency, whoever does. It's all talk right now, but Governor Palin talked about lowering the corporate tax and much lower than what these people, these candidates are. Governor Palin actually talked about lowering the corporate tax to zero. Now, before everybody gets all panicky and upset and saying this is all for big business, that's not the way it is. What she was talking about lowering the corporate tax to zero is that would pretty much get rid of the lobbyists because they'd have nothing to lobby for now. There's no pull for them. It would end crony capitalism where government people in the House and the Senate get bought out by big business. That's what crony capitalism is. They give the candidates money and in return they steer votes. Well, Governor Palin stopped that in Alaska. She stopped that crony capitalism through ethical reform. And her plan to bring that corporate tax down to zero is absolutely astounding. Because in this country today, there's an estimated 93 million people out of work. Now, you lower that corporate tax to zero, all those American companies that are overseas, they're not dumb, they're businessmen. They'll be bringing that money back. Now, one thing about Governor Palin's plan is these companies then, no bailouts, no more bailouts like Obama gave. Companies fail because of their own dumb policies, dumb actions, dumb plans, that's too bad. And that's what market-driven capitalism is. You survive on your business instincts and on how well you put your plans in place. So back to the companies coming back, it wouldn't only be American companies. I mean, businessmen all over the world are not dumb, and they're going to save money wherever they can. So you would have Chinese coming here, Japanese, you'd have the Spanish, the French, British, Germans, you name it. Now, you think about all those companies, all those countries coming over here, all those businessmen are starting up different companies. I'm sure textiles industry would come back, steel industry, all these things. And a lot of these jobs are not going to be people my age. They're going to be people 40 and under that are going to receive these jobs. Now, what's that do? That increases the tax base real big time. It also is going to put a lot more money back into Social Security. It's going to give about 20, 25 years of a buildup in Social Security that should really heal that system. So the other thing, too, that Governor Palin did, and you don't hear too many people talking about this, is she reduced her debt liabilities of her state by 34%. Now, it's estimated that the debt liabilities of the United States government is roughly around 88 to 90 trillion dollars. Now, that's not sustainable for our economy. So just imagine having a president that could lower that through their fiscal policies by 34%. I mean, that's not going to win the whole deal, but that's a huge start. So if we were lucky and very fortunate, it'd be great to see Governor Palin jump in this race because her record is amazing. And a lot of the haters that hate her, they're not going to read it. They're not interested in facts and so forth. But I'm with the Earthquake Group, and we do extensive research on Governor Palin. We've also got a website, www.palinquake.com. If you go there, you can find all about her amazing record. You can see all different kinds of events and speeches that she's done. A lot of our members have gone to a lot of her events at our own cost to hear her speak. She's who we need in the White House. So hopefully here, it's not too late. We have a saying, it's called waiting for Palin. And we're sure hoping she jumps in because she's got the medicine to cure this country. Because what everybody else is talking about doing, she's already done it. She's already accomplished a lot of the problems in her state that are plaguing our nation today. So, you know, if you're going to build a house, you're going to have somebody that knows how to build a house, or you're going to have somebody that has no knowledge. No, you're going to go to the best, because you got to remember, in the presidency, it doesn't matter if they're good or they're bad, they're getting paid the same salary. So why don't we put the best in? Why don't we convince Governor Palin to run? So again, please check out our website, www.palinquake.com. You'll just be amazed at what this woman accomplished in 3.5 years. She accomplished more in that 3.5 years than the last 4 governors of the state of Pennsylvania did in a total of 28 years served. And that was 2 Republican governors and 2 Democratic governors. And that's not counting the Democratic governor we have now. So please, take your time, go to the website, encourage her to run. Thank you.